I used to think it was only me who had this problem until recently I began to realize that a lot of people had the same problem, and it is actually a life problem that people have. You see, when I was back on campus, I had my few friends that I used to do everything with. Anytime you have a quiz and I get like 50%, 50 you have failed, and the rest of my friends, they get like maybe 60, 70 or 80. I get so annoyed. My whole mood will change. But the day we write an exam and I get 40, and the rest of my friends also get, let's say, either 40 or below 40. Strangely, even though I have failed and I have failed woefully, I don't get so annoyed and mad like when they go ahead of me, when they get more marks than me. I don't know if you are getting me. So I was asking myself like, why is it that I got 40 this time and they also got 40? I'm not as angry as I was the other time. Then I realized that I was doing something. When I get 40 and they also get 40, I quickly shift the blame from the fact that I failed to study, I didn't sit to study. I shift the focus from there and I give it to the lecturer. That, the lecturer didn't teach us, the lecturer, the exam was difficult. I quickly shift the blame from myself to the lecturer. That either the exam was difficult or the lecturer didn't teach us well. Getting out of school and coming into this real life, I have realized that is how a lot of people are. When they fail and they see other people failing as them, they feel okay. They use it as a justification that, this is how you're supposed to be. Everybody is failing. That means I even tried. You get me? There are a lot of people online who have failed in one point of their life or the other, one aspect of their life or the other, either in their academics, either in their business, either in their relationship. Most of the time it's relationship. They have failed in their relationships, and instead of them to do self-check to know why the relationship went wrong, they will quickly look around to see those who are also failing in their relationship. Then they will relax. That's it. And it's not my fault. Men are just scum. Women are just scum. That's how relationship is. People are not loyal anymore. There's no real love anymore. You hear a lot of people saying that. People coming in front of camera, sitting in front of camera to throw that. There's no real love anymore, But they forget that they had never read a single book about the relationship before they went it. They forget that they have never read a single book about women. They have never read a single book about men. The business that they were going to start, they have never read a single book about business. They just entered. So you are just entering. Those who are failing are also entering just like that, with empty head, like you are also entering. When it bounces back and it collapses, when it becomes unsuccessful, they will go back and check their neighbors who is also doing badly like them. Then they will say, okay, then the thing is difficult. Business in Ghana is difficult. That's why you feel. Then they shift the attention and the blame from themselves so that they will feel good. Be careful about the people you give your time and attention to, the people you listen to. A lot of them have failed in some areas of their lives. Instead of them to do self-check, to know what went wrong so that they can learn from it, they are not willing to take the blame. If it is relationship, they are willing to blame the other partner. Men are scum, women are scum, and you are listening to it. When they are telling you what their partners did to them, and they fail to tell you what they did, the role they played in that. So you see things like 2 things you must never do for a man, 3 things you must never do for a woman, 1 thing you must never. Keep quiet. The time you were doing for that man or the woman, did you tell anybody? If you have done it and it didn't go well, sit down. Let me also go and try. Keep quiet. Don't come and advise me. 2 things you should never do for them. Which man did you do that to? Instead of you to go and sit down and find out what did you do wrong. The things you were doing, they were right. But the person you were doing for, was it the right person? What did you see in that person? If that person was a cheat, if that person was a liar, if that person was an abusive person, what did you see in that person? What made you drift towards that person? What made you gravitate towards that person? There are a lot of people on this planet. There are a lot of people around you, in your neighborhood, in your church. What made you choose an abusive person? What made you choose a liar? What made you choose an ungrateful person? You have to sit down to do self-check. You don't just pick phone and start recording yourself, telling people what to do and what not to do. 4 things you might never do for a lady. Which lady are you talking about? All ladies are not the same. All ladies are not the same. There are some people, there are some ladies, they deserve it. People are building for their wives. People are building for their women. People are buying cars. You think a man and I are the same? You think all guys are the same? The one you chose, it betray you. The one you chose lied to you. The one you chose did you wrong. The one you chose did you this and that. What is left for you to do as somebody who wants to next time be lucky in relationship is that you go and sit down, you find out what went wrong. You find out what role you played in what went wrong. Then you again find out what lessons can be learned from what went wrong. So you look at what happened. Why did this happen? The problem. Then you look at your role in that problem. Your role include, why did you choose such a person as your boyfriend? Why did you choose such a person as your girlfriend? Right? So you look at what prompted your decision. Probably the things that you looked on to choose him was wrong. Maybe you were just looking at material stuff. You didn't focus on the right things. You just chose. You didn't know. It's not your fault. It's like going to invest in something that you don't know. So you invested your time and your energy, your love in somebody that you didn't really pay attention to details. So you look at that. You point that out and say, okay, so this and that are the mistakes I did. Okay. What lessons have I learned from this? Okay, I've learned lesson 1, 2, 3. So when you walk out from that relationship, you are going out as an educated person. You don't just get up, pick your bag from one relationship, then you come here, you put camera in front of you, and you start advising people on what they should do and what they shouldn't do for their relationship. It is very annoying sometimes. Somebody will say, if you are talking to a guy and he start doing this and that, know that he doesn't love you. Who told you? As if all guys are robots and that we operate the same way. As if all guys are robots. If you call your guy and the next 3 minutes he doesn't call you back, that means he doesn't love you. What kind of thinking is that? What kind of thinking is that? So what I have realized in this life, as I told you in the beginning, is that a lot of people have failed and they want you to fail so that you can just be like them. You see, the same thing is what happened in the Bible. Satan lost his place in heaven. He wanted humanity to also lose their place in heaven. So they came and deceived Adam and Eve. Listen to the question God asked after they ate the apple. When God came, he asked them 2 questions. First, he said, where are you? When they answered that we are naked, I was afraid, so I went into hiding. The second question God asked him was that, who told you that you are naked? Who told you that you are naked? That's the second question. You can go and read Genesis chapter 3, verse 11. So, who is telling you things is very, very, very important. The people telling you things, it is very, 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 very. You have to pay attention to that. What you are hearing, information. Human beings are made of information. Who you are today is as a result of the informations you have accumulated from the beginning of your life to date. Somebody who doesn't know anything just enters into a university. He had no idea, nothing. You go into a university, come out 6 years later, you give him a knife, he is able to do operation. Somebody comes, doctor, my head, he is able to prescribe a drug for the person. The person will take it less than 1 hour, the person is okay. Somebody will enter into school, you will come out few years or months later, they are able to fly plane. Teachers, drivers, doctors, information. You sit in school, all that they are doing is programming you. Information is derived from 2 words, in and then formation. So in, when it enters you, it forms you. So anything that enters you has the ability to form you. What enters you through your eyes, what enters you through your nose, what enters you through your ears, what you listen to, they all have the ability to form you. They are all forming your beliefs. They are all forming your realities. So you have to be careful the people you try to listen to. You have to be very, very careful about the people and the kind of things you listen to. What you need to be looking for, if you want to marry, if you have the dream and aspiration to marry and start a family one day, why don't you look out for people who are already in that, who are already doing that, so that you listen to them and take their advice or whatever they have to tell? Why don't you look out for such people and listen to them? Why, if your car breaks down, will you go and take advice from a nurse? If you are sick, will you go and take advice from a mechanic? No. They all have their places. If you want to have a successful marriage, or you want to marry, you want to choose right, why don't you look for people who have already done it right and they have written books? Why don't you buy books and read? Why are you listening to the one on social media who has failed? Why are you on social media listening to the one who has failed? They are telling you what to do for your husband and what to do for your wives. If they know what to do and what not to do, why did their relationship fail? Listening to people's advice blindly without asking proper questions can lead you to a place of no return. By the time you find out that they have deceived you, it will be too late for you to get back.